Hello everybody and welcome to Jerry Stamps and welcome to a new series. This series is going to concentrate on Luxembourg. So I'll open up this album now and show you my collection. So here is the start of my collection. As you can see, it starts at 1859. Unfortunately, I don't have any earlier stamps. So we start with the coat of arms. And if I just zoom in a little bit, we can see there's a 10 centime stamp on the left and a 25 centime stamp on the right. So those are quite nice. And then if I move down, we come to the next series I have in my collection, Agriculture and Trade. And these are from 1882. So if I just move in a little bit. So we can see the first one there. It's quite nice. And then we have the second one. Five. The 10. 12 and a half. The 20. The 25. And the 50. I don't have the full set yet, unfortunately, but you know, I will do eventually. So I'll just turn the page over now and show you the next lot of stamps. So these next ones are Grand Duke Adolf, and these are from 1891. And there is Adolf. So that's the first one is a 10 centime. And then I have the 12 and a half. The 20, which I quite like, in the sort of yellowy orangey colour there. Then I have the 25. And then next to that one is the 30. Then we have the 37 and a half. And the 50. I like those are quite a nice set of stamps there. Moving down, we're back to coat of arms again, but this time 1906. And there we have the 2 cent. That's quite a nice stamp, I do like that. And then the next one's down of the Grand Duke William the 4th, is that? I think it is, yeah. 1906. Do correct me if I'm wrong. So the first one I have there is a 10 centime in red. The one in the middle is a 12 and a half. And then the one on the right is a rather nice blue, is a 25 centimes. Those are quite nice. Moving down, we have the Grand Duchess Madeleine. These are from 1914. I have the complete set of these, so I'm quite happy about that. So we start off with a 10 cent. Then we have the 12 and a half. The 15. The 17 and a half, and then the rather nice 25 cent there, what's it, centime in blue. Moving down, we have the 30, 35, 37 and a half, and the 40, do like that colour, 50, the 62 and a half, the 87 and a half. Then we have the 1 franc, the 2.5 franc, and the 5 franc. So that's those. I do think they make a really nice set. And then moving down from them, I have these surcharge stamps. These are in figures and bars, and these are from 1916. Glare is a bit of a nuisance today, I'm afraid, guys. So there we have a 1 cent stamp there, overprinted with 5. And then we have the 4 cent there, overprinted with 5. The 7.5 cent, overprinted with 5. And then we have a 2 cent there, overprinted with a red 6. Do you like those? And then moving down, we have Grand Duchess Charlotte, 1921. So the first one there is the 2 centime, the 10, the 25, the 30 there that's been perforated or perfined. And then I think that might be a colour variation, the next one. So I just put it in anyway. So that's those. And that's that page. I think it's quite a nice looking page. The next ones we come to are the landscapes of 1921, and only have 1 stamp for those. Next ones are the War Monument Fund, 1921. I do quite like that red one. The 15 plus 10 there. And then they have the 25 plus 10 there as well, which is quite nice. Moving down, we have Grand Duchess Charlotte again, but this time 1926. 10 centime there, that's quite nice. And then we have the Child Welfare, Prince Yong, 1926. A little bit scary, these, I think, personally, but, you know. So we have the 5 cent, the 50 cent team, sorry, the 10 and the 75. Moving down from those, we have Grand Duchess Charlotte again, 1944. It's quite a nice 10 franc stamp there. Mint, I do like that. And then these are Liberation stamps from 1945. So we have one there from Homage to France. Can't read that one, but something to do with Russia, I think, that one. It's quite a nice stamp. Thanks to Britain. It's quite a nice stamp. And then thanks to America. So these must be the nations that helped Luxembourg to be liberated. So those are quite a nice set. I do like those. And that's the page. These next ones are Our Lady of Luxembourg from 1945. Then we have the 60 cent plus 40 centime there. Keep saying cent, don't I? Centime. The 50 franc plus 1 franc there, I think it is. It's quite a nice one. 250 plus 250. And then the 3 franc 50 plus, is that 6 franc 50? Those are quite nice. And then we have this rather large stamp. 20 francs plus 20 franc. That's quite a nice one. I do like that. Again, apologies for the glare. Moving down, National War Victims Fund, 1945. It's quite a nice stamp. The next ones, and these are quite a nice set. The Air set, 1946. So we'll take a closer look at these. There we have the 1 franc. Then we have the 2 francs. The 3 franc. 4. 5 there. The 6 franc. The 10. The 20 franc, and I do like that blue colour. I think that's very nice. The 50 franc. So that's those. Quite a nice set, them. I do like them. And then we have the 600th death anniversary of John the Blind, 1946. So we have a 60 centime plus 40 there. a 150 franc plus 50 centime there, the 350 plus 350 there, and then the last one that I have is the 5 franc plus 10 franc. So I'll just zoom out so you can see those. And that's that page. And that's about as far as I've got so far, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it was a bit glarish and not one of my best, but, you know. And I hope to see you all next time. If you do like my videos, please do consider subscribing. It would help me out a lot. Please do leave comments and likes, and I shall see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye for now.